lane, but you still want to hit the timings. And also, SF, I lost a lot of faith in this hero ever since, I don't know, 2007, I would say. I just don't believe in this hero, that this hero can carry the games. Every single time I watch him play, it just feels very difficult. And Spartan on one of his better heroes, Crystal Maiden, he does tend to get in, get a trade kill, die, keep repeating that, get some solo XP for his safe laner.
So we've got ourselves the esportsbet.io odds up at you. Looking like Liquid are the clear favorites. Do you agree with how one-sided the odds are looking right now?
Yeah, especially after I see this draft. Team Liquid, not a great draft at all. You have Nisha. He's bringing some items on a mid lane. He was, I don't know, thinking about maybe getting something else. Tried to scout things out to see who's going to be playing what. Maybe there was some flex between Shadowfiend and Pudge, but seems like it's just going to be pretty straightforward. Going to be Wish on the mid lane. That's a big boy. It's a big
bottle,
baby,
big lollipop.
Yeah.
You don't have a lollipop like that. You know, you go to the dentist, they're like, oh, your teeth look great, have a lollipop.
Oh, I think the reason why you go to the dentist is because you're having way too many lollipops.
Yeah, but that's how they get you. And they give you a lollipop at the end of the appointment.
Oh, so you have to decline. They give it to you, and you're like, no.
No, you're a kid. You take it, and then they're like, all right, future investment. They have you coming back in a couple years after a couple of lollipops.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 dentists do approve this method.
Of how to make more money. And Wish up against Nisha mid. We've seen Nisha dominate the mid lane, and I've liked Wish's performances. I truly have liked a couple things here from the Monaspa lineup, and one of those players is, to me, also Nande.
I feel like he's been the shining star of this team. His performances, so far, Zai has been getting harassed by quite a lot. Spartan keeping the distance, does have a couple of bangos, looking for an angle for a potential hook. Hook underneath the tower could be very deadly.
Get our first pause of the game and some voice line spamming coming out. Have you found a voice line you like spamming yet?
Yeah, it's my own voice line that I like. Nah, just kidding.
That's
there are a lot of good ones. There's way too many. You know, when we started, there were only a couple of them, but now, like, I think there's like 5,000 voice lines right now. I'm not even kidding.
That number seems a little high, but yeah, I think you're on the right track in terms of how many are in the mix.
Panel did talk about Clockwork, like the lane setup where he's gonna go. I guess the reason that they put Mirana on top because she can leap away after getting hooked. But then again, you also want to have Clockwork against the Primal Beast, stop him with the cogs from getting in. You would maybe want to have Mirana against some of these summons because she deals better than the Clockwork. Battery Assault's got to be soaking up the damage, so you had to choose your poison pretty much in this one. And Insania is like, yeah, Boxy, I don't want you to die. There's the leap level 1.
A long-range hook there from Nande and gets Insania quite low in the top lane. That is the combo that we've seen that was used a lot by Gaimin Gladiators in Tour 1. Duraccio loved the Pudge with the Crystal Maiden.
This has been the go-to matchup whenever they play against the Broodmother. Now we see Boxy getting in and also not even putting a point in power cogs, just getting that rocket flare. A bit more damage against the Treants, a bit more harassment coming out in this lane. Another hook.
Percentages are going to be up there. Spirit safe in. Zai trying to survive. The arrow lands. Now the turnaround, and they're going to get Nande for first blood.
2 skill shot abilities, hook and arrow in the same lane. My favorite thing to watch, especially when you missed it, but so far they have been on point.
My favorite part is when I say the percentages are 100%, and then they're down around the 20-something%. But I'm only looking for the hooks that hit. And so far, Nande's been on point with them. Unfortunately, he just also caught an arrow.
Too good. If he missed that hook, he would not die.
True, but gotta go for every hook you can. See? 100% accuracy. And a great picture of Nande and Pudge. So far, the hooks are there. He's just got to convert them into kills. Just 3 minutes into the game, and you can see this Pango over mid, 18-1, kind of close to the Shadow Fiend.
Nisha doing much better than I expected. He is playing at the Shadow Fiend. You get close, you get raised, you put yourself in a bad spot with maybe a swashbuckle, maybe with a shield crash. Now Boxy starting to put some pressure. This is only level 1 battery assault, so not as much damage. You definitely want to have that level 2. And another
Arrow
one.
Again connects, but hook to save Spartan. That should keep it at 100% in my opinion. But, you know, he'll save his support. And he won't be giving up another kill here to Zai, potentially.
Zai, with that first blood, already has double rate band available. And Mickey also doing a very good job. It's such a good lifestealer game to start with. You are playing into Pudge, which is a great matchup for you. You're playing into Shadow Fiend, which also feels like even Nature's Prophet, they have only one BKB piercing ability, which is going to be Dismember later down the line. But lifestealer, I also want to see what the build for Mickey is going to be. Whether he needs to have a bit more like early presence, or if he wants to go greedy and go for Radiance.
So we'll see what he ends up going for, as right now the game is sitting pretty close. I'm thinking about this Primal Beast and what it's going to be like for him, because we've seen Primal Beast in the mid and the off lane, and it's always that first item BKB, but when you're in a 4 position, you're kind of trying to be this greedy. It's much tougher to get that gold, to get into that first item. And it worries me that this Primal Beast may not have the impact that we want to see as Spartan ends up dropping there to Insania.
Yeah, I am kind of worried about Primal Beast because right now he's only level 2. He's playing into like some matchups that he does not like to play into. Lifestealer, we talked about Clockwork with the Cogs. Marana can leap away. Of course, Pango can run away from him as well. And now Shadow Fiend taking over. Hits that level 5. Level 3 raises, ton of damage. Nisha does already have Raindrop, but Shadow Fiend slowly but surely burning through those Raindrop charges.
Ooh, that was... All right, coming in onto the middle lane. I swore Desire for a second had a cloak in there, but might have sold it off and thought differently.
Yeah, maybe you didn't see it correctly because it was Cloak of Invisibility. Ooh. But he TP'd mid, refilled the bottle. Skylark doing a good job here in the bottom lane, getting the farm for himself, getting some decent amount of denies as well, sitting at 26 at 8. A bit too far.
Skylark trying to get the treants in front of Boxy, unable to do so as Boxy ran it in with Battery Assault. Got Desire back here down bottom, but this just isn't really the impact that you kind of expect from Primal Beast, right?
He needs, I think Primal Beast needs someone to be able to kill with. Nature's Prophet is not that hero. He doesn't really provide you with much other than right clicks. Nisha, shield crash into immediate swashbuckle, down to 1 raindrop charge.
Okay, so yeah, the cloak was on Nunde's courier, which ended up dying. I think the idea was Desire might have TP'd top, but then when he decided not to, they picked it back up and threw it in the courier. Boxy, though, Onslaught's there. The raises land. They get the kill into the Clockwork. They'll take him out. Wish has got himself a kill after this lane is kind of picked up for him, like you said, at level 5.
Yeah. Landing 3 raises. Boxy getting close. Good rotation there from Desire to be able to secure the rune for Shadowfiend, and it's a big one. This is haste rune, so he can, especially if they decide to like push the wave in. I'm looking at the top lane mostly, where he can pop the haste and triple raise Zai.
Especially if they can get that control, land a hook or something like that, or if at the end of the haste you do have level 6 on Nande. We'll see. As they land the hook on Zai in the top lane, the arrow doesn't connect, and they do bring Wish up here with 1 raise. They'll get a kill into this Death Prophet. Good rotation from the Shadow Fiend, and pops that haste. He'll walk back towards mid, and he won't be gone for too long.
Yeah, this is quick and easy kill. TP rotation. As I said, the lane has been pushed in by Team Liquid, so they use this opportunity, use this good haste rune. They get a kill, and it's also a big one. Slowing out Death Prophet, delaying the levels on her, which means that your tower is not going to be as pressured early on.
Right.
Insania trying to take the creep wave, leave it for Zai to come back and farm it. Nande level 5. Once he hits that level 6, there is no point in silence. Zai is going for 0-2-3 build. 2-0-3 build, sorry.
Ooh. Onslaught into a shield crash from Nisha. So just a little bit of a back and forth. Wish didn't want to commit anything more to that. And it's level 7 for Wish pretty early on. He's having a good lane after the start that he had. It was a little bit tough at the beginning.
First, I'd say 2 waves. Pangolier got a lot from it, and then he picked it up. Once you hit like those level 3, level 5, level 7, Pangolier can't just get close, so he plays a bit of a different game. Same goes for Wish, pushes out the wave immediately, goes back to jungle. Right now we see Desire again, trying to save up the rune. Nisha will commit.
Rolling Thunder, going into the Arcane Rune, Insania picks it up. Rolling around and around Desire. And not exactly connecting on any of it. Wrath of Nature gets thrown over. His top lane, Nande's on Zai. He's got this Rot, the arrow flies through. They'll end up getting the trade on Nande. And they'll look for Spartan, but won't be able to connect on that kill. Nisha, onslaught, trample. Not taking a lot of damage with the shield crash. Another arrow thrown over. Wish comes in, Sprout to block him in, and Nisha's gonna die. Really well done by Skylark. They're gonna look for Boxy. They'll get themselves a second. I was just about to talk about Skylark because he is towards the top of his net worth, and there have been plenty of games that Monaspa have played this season already where his lane has been sacrificed and he has had a rough time in his matchups, but not right now. He is really performing above what we've seen from him.
It does seem like a lot of the time Skylark does tend to suffer because Wish and Nande, they do take a lot of farm. Nande most of the time playing these hard carries.
Yeah.
This time around, it's not the same thing. It's Budge. He is, you know, getting involved. He is level 6, 2 Flesh Heap charges. Also Flesh Heap really good against Spirit Siphon, something that Panel also mentioned, the way it works. Spartan needs to be a bit more careful here, sitting at half HP, but knowing Spartan, he's not too afraid to die if someone else can get a kill.
Smoke breaks because Insania's nearby. They go to the Exorcism. If they get the kill on a Zai immediately, that could be a big issue. Requiem charged up, lands on both, and they kill Boxy and Zai. Nande survives. Exo was just used, and now, well, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, Nande hooked him inside the cogs, and also Casual Cloak plus Fairy's Trinket, a little bit more magic resistance from that cloak, and extra HP from Fairy's Trinket, keeping him alive there. Good rotation from Wish. Wish on point, involved in 6 out of 7 kills as Shadowfit. Let's see if Nande's gonna die to creeps. Maybe Ogre Bruiser. I was rooting for it.
Swashbuckle, thinking about the Rolling Thunder on Desire. You always root for the underdog. Hook shot, though, from Boxy. Cogs into the arrow. This is a stellar combination that will get them a kill on a Wish. And that is a 4-time spree going to Insania. That is a big one to get. You need to slow down the Shadow Fiend that has been out of control in these first 10 minutes.
They would definitely want Nisha to pick up that last hit because he's been struggling. He did have Orb of Corrosion queued up 10 minutes into the game.
Spartan over to the side, but Cogs. Arrow. This combination, they have landed that a couple times now, and that has turned into a couple of kills as well. They've got this ward down in the jungle, so it sees everything. And it's working for Liquid in a multitude of ways, and gonna stop the TP. Wish was looking to come over mid, now he's got to walk. He's probably gonna lose this tower if he doesn't get here quick enough.
They see me rolling, they don't care. Nothing's gonna be done, but good opening. They're gonna kill the tower. Nisha in the end gets that last hit and will TP top.
Zai, Moonlight Shadow, Swashbuckle, Skylark, he's here again. This Spirit Siphon and the Crypt Swarms getting him low. Dropping down the Seeds of Serenity for a little bit of heal. Nande also here, Swashbuckle, Crypt Swarm, and the kill on a Skylark. The Dismember is the damage enough. The Onslaught is in, but Nisha with the shield crash gets out into the trees.
Can he land a hook? Let's see.
Swashbuckle and the
that
hook.
Was close.
No, doesn't get the kill. Hook shot now landing from Boxy, and this is going to be Desire dying too. All of a sudden it is falling apart for Monaspa.
Monaspa needed to bring there another hero. Unfortunately, Vish did not have his TP available. This is level 10 Shadow Fiend we're talking about. If he's there, manages to land Requiem. Mickey, he's been, you know, sitting at this bottom lane forever. 0-0-0, rest of the team, you know, playing the game. He's been farming silently. Armor done, going into death. So this is the build that I like more. It synergizes nicely. It gives them a bit more momentum because it does open up Roche again. It does open up the tower. When I say open up a Roche, like, you don't need to commit with the Exorcism to be able to get it. And speaking of Exo, Zai, even though it's still half duration going, he does not want to commit.
Now, usually we see when they're committing to Roche with an Exorcism, it's that level 2 Exo, right?
Yeah, but also committing the Exo here on the top lane.
Yeah.
Rest of the team not behind him. They're making him move on a different side of the map, so he felt, you know, maybe it's a bit too deep.
Yeah, kind of backs off, farms with it. I think he's okay with the gold that he's getting. Because he's sitting close to where Nande is. I'm a little bit surprised that Nande's the one who's on the bottom of the net worth for the course. But look at the gold on Insania, too. He is so farmed for his support.
He did not die a single time. He's getting the last hits. 3-0 and 5 on your position 5, Baran. I don't think you can even call this position 5. He's just 1,000 gold away from Zai's net worth at the moment.
Yeah, he was the one who got that spree out of the hands of Wish, so he got a lot of gold off that. Hook shot connects on a Skylark, and now the Onslaught bumps them both into the air. They'll push him out of the cogs. Skylark now right-clicking the Wrath of Nature. Desire, he's low, but he's fine for now. Boxy, hit by a raise by Wish. That'll bring him to the death.
A bit of a misplay there. Pango thinking about going in, getting that Rolling Thunder off, gets blocked by Okogs, then he stops it, uses Shield Crash, doesn't get inside. So a bit of unfortunate there. They still get a kill. They kill Boxy. This time around, Monaspa much more fast in terms of reacting to rotations from Team Liquid. This time they were much more ready. And you talked about Nande. He's lowest of the cores. Zai's up down there as well. I mean, it keeps changing. Usually it doesn't go that way, where like the network constantly keeps changing. But suddenly, Pango, he's like very close. No one's close to Shadowfiend, however.
Yeah, Wish, despite the fact that he had that death, he's still in a really solid spot. Boxy again, looking for a hook shot. Connects it onto a Desire. And I would expect an arrow, and there will be one, but I think Desire kind of saw it coming and went south, but still dies. Had some help from Nisha with the swashbuckle to put some damage on him.
If there's Dino inside Cogs, I don't think anyone else should be able to fit inside Power Cogs.
It just pushes them over the top.
Also, I thought it was impossible to miss an arrow on Cogged Primal Beast, but apparently it is.
It just missed the mark. The accuracy at 61.5%. 8 of 13.
Every single time there is hook shot available, they just go for something. They're going for some kind of a kill. Nande in a big trouble now.
Diffusal Blade was used on Nande. They've got the Cogs, but the onslaught again. Boxy will die, and Nande pushed out, so he'll survive for now. They go to the Exorcism. Zai from around the back. They take out Nande, they lose Nisha. Wish with the Requiem, but the Infest still feared, and this is a problem for Mickey for a second, because they've got the Pulverize. But they'll pop the mech on Zai, the damage isn't quite there. The armor would toggle, the kill on a Desire. And 3 heroes fall in Monaspa as they lose Nisha and Boxy.
Yeah, even with those bad Rolling Thunders, they are still winning the games. Like Nisha trying to get the roll off against Shadowfiend, who's sitting at 200 damage at the moment, just right-clicks him down, but the mech coming in clutch. We saw the Infest into Requiem type of a play, and first involvement from Mickey results in a triple kill from him. So this is going to be like 17, 18 minutes Deso on top of Armlet.
What'd you call it earlier? The Deso? The old item name?
Deso? What do you mean?
Was it? There. We were talking about it in the green room.
Oh, Brisa the Cannon.
Yeah.
Not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but yeah, that's the Daedalus, new Daedalus that has been called Daedalus for 10 years now.
Sorry, I named the other D item. That's my fault. Hook shot? Ooh, no. Thinking about it. Looking for that rocket flare, just getting some vision. And like you said, they're always using the hook shot.
Now, there's still some people that
Kills.
call Silver Edge or Shadowblade Lotar's Edge.
Do you?
No, but it took me a while to get rid of it. Same goes for Radiant and Dire.
Lotar's Edge.
Maybe I'm just slow. My brain is super slow, especially nowadays that I'm getting old. Mickey, that Deso is being delivered as we speak.
Yeah. Coming through on the courier, but I was thinking maybe we'd see Nande cut it off, but he's not going to be able to do so. Onslaught over towards Boxy. We'll use that Tumbler's Toy to get out of harm's way for a moment. Now he's got the Cogs, he sprouted the hook shot, the swashbuckle, the disarm now, and the arrow flying in. Insania upping that accuracy and getting another kill onto Skylar.
Box is like, hell yeah, you just gave yourself away where you are. I don't even need to go into the enemy jungle. We'll use the hook shot. Quick in and out from Team Liquid. Now 4K gold lead. The map does open up by quite a lot. Net profit. Level 2 EXO is available. Let's see if they want to get another pickoff or if they just want to rush inside the Roche pit, because EXO's back online in 2 seconds. With that Deso, with the minus armor from Blightstone, 2 points in Lucky Shot. It's more than enough.
Yeah, they're going to go in a Roche. I'm looking at Desire right now. Still going in a phase boots. He wants BKB. Just not happening. He has 2,300 net worth. So far away. They're looking to get Roche for a second. They'll abandon the pit. They'll infest. Let's see.
Did not want to commit with EXO. Spartan.
Maybe they were trying to get a fight out of this, and they're going to lead forward. They don't throw the arrow, and Boxy, he's the one who's infested, looking for a hook shot, but he'll get rooted. Now the hook shot means they miss the hook on the pull. Coming out from Nande. Arrow splits the seams and goes to the back line. Hit on the punch. They'll look for the raises. Zai is going to heal these heroes up. And Nisha's going to go into the Rolling Thunder, look for Skylark. They've got the control into the Nature's Prophet with the Exorcism going. It's an easy kill for Liquid. They'll take out 2, and now they'll head back towards Roche.
Didn't want to use
3-man smoke from Monaspa.
Yeah, did not want to use Exo straight away. Now that they know there is no Exo, or at least it's halfway down. No Rolling Thunder. Let's see how they approach this fight. They need to land a hook, and it's going to come.
Yeah, it lands, though. It's only out of the clockwork. Not really the target you want to go for. Stun onto the Life Stealer as Mickey's going forward, right-clicking on Anande.
Oh, that swashbuckle.
And the swashbuckle coming through. They get the kill to Desire. They'll take out Nande. They do not have Desire for a while, and they will not have Nande for a little bit longer. So this should open up Roche again. I don't know if Monaspa want to go one more time.
I'm not sure if they needed to get the Requiem off. Maybe they thought it's going to be on a bigger target.
Yeah.
Like you land a hook on a Life Stealer, you eat him, you Requiem, and you can easily kill him from 100 to 0. It was only on clockwork. Boxy immediately buys back, provides vision with the rocket, and now Team Liquid in full control of the game. Couple of Deso charges. Not couple, like he finished it at 17 minutes, 19 minutes into the game, has 8 Deso charges, and it's going to be another infest.
Yeah, he's been normally infesting into the clockwork, but Insania's sitting down here
Not
with the
the
creep wave
combo.
pushed in.
This is 4-staff into double leap infest combo.
Yeah. And I think they could see the tree and they expect Nature's Prophet to be down here, and they would be right. Skylark's nearby. Hook hits on a Boxy. Swashbuckle misses the mark. Frostbite. Crystal Nova. Spartan trying to get into the trees and goes into the ulti as that'll drop down onto 2 with the Pulverize. They get the kill on both Boxy and Nisha.
Nisha hits him with the weight. They kind of griefing this infest DP, so he was not ready to help his team out. Outpost still belongs to Monaspa, so he could not DP there as a Life Stealer. Still trying to look for something. He's going to go for tower in the end in this bottom lane. Mickey, with that Deso armlet, does have more than enough.
8 charges. Wow. So Desire, now he's working on the BKB, and he'll have the Philly Stone picked up from the base to boost that gold as quickly as he can. Still going to be tough, though. He is kind of underfarmed compared to the supports here of Liquid. It's a hard comparison, though, when you've looked at Insania and his net worth. It's insane.
He knows that if he goes in, he's just going to straight up die. Every single time he needs to, like, he can't get the full combo off. Doesn't get the use second round of abilities. Especially if there's Exo running. Exo, 1 swashbuckle, couple of hits from Life Stealer, and you're dead.
I will say, though, Wish has kept himself top of the net worth for the moment. Pretty impressive with the fact that these fights have certainly gone Liquid's way.
He died only once so far in the game, has been pretty involved since the early start, does have good items. I like the Hurricane Pike into BKB, wants to be able to push Life Stealer away, push himself from the hook shot as well. Let's see.
Infest, Wish, pushed via the cogs. They'll pop an Illusion Rune. They've got the silence on a 3. They're trying to go for Boxy with the trample.
Dual Frenzy.
They don't get more than that just yet. They'll look for Zai, Boxy, Rolling Thunder coming in from Nisha. Exo, that'll kill off 1. Now they'll take a second Anande. They've used that Moonlight Shadow, and these heroes are up front towards the tier 3. 2 drop on Monaspa.
Great hook shot from Boxy. Splits the whole team with the cogs. They should also know something is up because they've been playing around this Observer Ward on the high ground. Going to be another tower, first tier 2 tower, so they will take Outpost right now underneath the vision of Monaspa. Monaspa needs to be able to hit back whenever there's no Exorcism available, because it's a lot of damage that Zai is bringing to the table.
You know, we complimented Nande, but unfortunately for him, his game has just been shut down pretty heavily. They've focused him. He's died 6 times this game. It was a long road to that Ags. It's just been tough.
Also playing into Life Stealer, Pango, like your mana's gonna get burned. Life Stealer gets on top of you, especially with the Aegis now available. Meke doesn't care too much if he's being eaten by Pudge. Like, sure, you're going to reduce the healing coming out from him, from Dead Prophet as well, but without a BKB, like right now, it feels like you need BKB plus maybe Plate Mail at this point to be able to fight back against the Life Stealer.
He's heading towards bottom, but he's just been scanned. This could be an issue. Hook shot, that lands, they'll pop the Infest, he's outside the cogs. Nande trying to survive, but Nisha and Insania will help out and let Mickey get the final strike on that kill. So he's unstoppable. And now head of the net worth.
make a pretty silent game in the laning stage, as expected. This is Lifestealer we're talking about. This hero really doesn't have an ability. It's pretty much all passives. Very fun hero to play with. By the way, and now does have Basher available, so he can go on top of Shadow Fiend, try to bash him when he's trying to get the Requiem off with the BKB. You talked about the Desire, trying to get some farm, get to his BKB timing. Oh no, Jetpack.
Yeah, Jetpack, Battery Assault, Onslaught's into it, and he is going to Uproar, but not sure that's going to help enough, even with this trample. It's just not going to get him out. Nisha with another kill. This Age is going to expire right here.
First hit bash, of course.
Yeah. That's not exactly great. BKB's going to be popped here by Wish. They'll go to the Moonlight Shadow. They are chasing. They've got Zai behind him. Wrath of Nature will root up Mickey. They've got the Guardian Greaves to sustain and make sure nothing happens.
They should know something's happening inside their triangle, because when Nature's Prophet's not pushing the wave, when he like, especially in a game where they are behind, you know that he's gonna try to place this like sneaky forward in the high ground, on the high ground, and farm your triangle. They are scanning at the moment, and he sees, Nisha knows something is up.
This Courier coming back, and that'll die. Meanwhile, they're going for Nande. Onslaught into the cogs. Makes Boxy's job real easy. They got the kill on Nande. They'll take the Pudge. They'll look for another. Desire's going to fall. Double kill for Mickey. He is now got him.
18 Deso charges as well. No Aegis left. They do have Exo still halfway duration running. So they can go for the high ground. Maybe try to poke it, see what happens. Shadow Fiend plus Nature's Prophet. They don't provide any kind of lockdown for this Lifestealer, but still, they're going to respect it. Team Liquid in full control of this game.
And BKB for Mickey soon. Lotus Orb picked up for Insania. He's just got so much gold. He really has a solid arsenal under his belt for a forward position.
A lot of farm. Usually we don't see this item because it always feels like there's a better item to buy. It's relatively expensive unless you have mana boots already. But this Lotus Orb got to come in very handy against Pudge, against Bite, even Primal Beast. Like, you want to throw this onto your Lifestealer so he does not get dismembered, or on top of your Pangolier to dispel Frostbite, which I think he's okay because he does have a shard for him of his own. So most likely it's just going to be exclusively used on Lifestealer.
So you like the Lotus Orb?
Yeah. I mean, I love the item. It seems like there are games and situations. Oh, Skylar.
Silence. Jetpack, Battery Assault, Cogs drop. That is... It's honestly kind of funny to see where he jetpacks over you, drops Cogs. It's just like an airdrop of Cogs.
It is, and he does also have his Glimmer Cape finished. So that's his first item. And Jetpack, as Boxy has been very active, involved in 20 kills out of 25. Woo. And another one looking for something.
Trying to drop some Cogs and see some wards. That's exactly what he's going to do. Throw a sentry on that cliff. And he's starting to go down bottom. He's still infested, so they want to just find somebody if they can get a glimpse. Oh, that was a blind hook shot. Desire's into the trees, though. And I don't think he dewarded that cliff, so they see that the Moonlight Shadow was used right there. Come over and got 3 heroes nearby. Sentry Arrow, not going to connect. So, 2.5 minutes, a little bit more than that actually, until Roche respawns. That's going to be a big one for Monaspa to try and get if they want to come back into the game. You'll use that Exo, you have the Deso with a lot of charges. You can rip through Roche pretty quickly and easily here for Liquid.
You can, but so can Monaspa. They are not the ones that are controlling the map at the moment. Right now, underneath the vision.
Arrow doesn't hit the mark, but they're still going to get Spartan. Well, at least get one. Just kind of gets caught out, and Liquid have just the superior vision.
Also interesting stats. Crystal Maiden involved in 13 out of 14 kills. Spartan, like, he's always up there most of the time. Dies, gets hooked.
Onslaught and the kill.
First net off Insania in this game. 28 minutes, which is pretty impressive as well. Roshan, you talked about it. 2 minutes respawn time.
Yeah, gonna be a little while. Going Basher on Nisha next. We've seen this so many times on Pango. Always fun to watch. When it's just swashbuckle, bash, bash, bash. Light them up. A couple of bashers here. You're not really going to be too safe. Like, you said it earlier with the basher on Lifestealer, right? When BKB gets picked up for the Primal Beast, he's still not going to be secure because it's such a late BKB.
But speaking of late BKBs, Pudge and Nature's Prophet just picked up theirs. So these are 9-second BKBs. He got him.
Oh, yeah.
Knows something is up. Knows that it's an illusion.
Oh, with a hook right back. With a reverse card. Boxy getting the kill on an on. You hook, I hook. Just like that.
They should know that he does not have buyback because he just purchased his BKB. Your buyback is relatively costly, 10,000. Wow. Good job, Lacoste. It's just 1,000 gold. I'm seeing an extra 0. That's how I see my bank account as well.
That's dangerous. They're going to go up out of the high ground, thinking about the Rolling Thunder, just kind of, you know, feinting it, as is tradition on a Pangolier. Sentry on the low ground, Boxy into the jetpack. You got to be careful of those airdrop cogs.
Oh, they caught Skylark. Or did
Shot,
they?
Arrow, all missing. Skill shots. Just not landing.
Lifestealer's too far away, so he will need to BKB and TP out.
He wants to BKB TP out, but... Oh. Can he get the bash? First hit? No.
They even split. He did not have teleport scroll available. His teleportation was on cooldown for 2 seconds, so he had to run more to the west to be able to run away. So uses his BKB. Roshan is about to respawn. They catch it with the arrow. Man, Insania is so good.
So they're going to know it's up. BKB almost finished here for Desire, but I just don't think they're going to be able to contest this Roche.
It drops down so quickly. Shard already picked up by Nisha and Mickey. So I assume Zai's got to get this one.
Get that fear
unless
on
they want to give it
side.
to Insania. The leap. It got buffed in the previous patch. Just kidding. It's you might buy. I mean, this shard is okay when you're playing carry Marana, which we did see the other day in Western European DPC, but you do not want to pick it up as a support.
This Exo gonna run out soon, and they're probably gonna just go pressure the high ground. There's no reason not to, other than I guess there's no Exo, but you feel pretty confident right now.
They could try to poke with Lifestealer, but right now Boxy and Mickey are looking for something. They're looking for a pickoff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Skylark trying to continue to rat game. He's rat jamming his way over to the bottom lane, and well, the only one there right now is Boxy. He is infested, so they are going to find themselves a kill on Desire. Hook shot connects, and they'll pop the infest. They get another kill onto the Primal Beast, who did, I believe, buy out on that BKB.
Does have a recipe on the courier.
Skylark TPing away. Has to be careful.
Nisha holding on to Gem.
Yeah, no
Insania bot. He's about to get it. Needs another minute of farm to be able to get that second basher. And now things are going to be much tougher for BKBs inside of Monaspa. So in terms of magic immunity, it's all good, but these came in slightly too late. Yeah. Like, you can feel that Pudge does not feel comfortable getting into a fight. He finds the Ogre Seal Totem, which is a great tool to get out of the trouble, especially against a Lifestealer.
Solid item, 3 points. And smoke from Monaspa is they're just back in the base right now. I don't know if they're going to be able to really confidently go. They want to with the BKBs, but it is just such a rough proposition to want to go, right? Like, this is... You're down. You're probably feeling you're down a lot. You know they've got Aegis. Is it worth the fight? Skylark TPing behind the trees. Mickey and Boxy can't get the control on him.
Jetpack is such a great ability, finding people inside the trees, because Dota has evolved over the years. We see it in the last, I'd say, 2-3 years, where people just abuse jungle, hide there. Boxy will get the glimmer off.
Yeah,
and now he's on the low ground.
Over eyes. He's getting thrown.
He's on the high ground again.
Really should have done more damage the higher he was dropped, but Spartan and Desire end up falling.
Yeah, I wish it worked that way. You attack from the high ground, like, I don't know, tiny rock rock from the high ground deals more damage. I don't know, because it has, you know, speed has momentum. And now they pop the Exo. They kill 2 supports. This time around, 3 cores. Did not commit with the BKBs.
Hook shot. And now the battery is out with the bashes coming out from Mikke on Anande. Start to run, but they'll focus the tier 3 and the set of racks because they get the racks.
Boxy will get out of the trouble. Glimmer Cape, a lot of value from the item. Manages to save him multiple times so far. This is going to be a set of barracks, it seems. Gets the bash, gets the arrow.
Yeah, that's a problem. That means Wish is going to die. No buyback. Oh, boy.
This just might be it. They could try to go for some kind of a hook underneath the tier 4 tower play. They get it, but he still has Rage and BKB. Plus Lotus Orb can't eat him.
BKB, Rolling Thunder, bashes in on Anande. Moonlight Shadow, Ogre Seal Totem to get back into the base. They're going to get Desire the Hook on a Mikke just short of the base. Skylark's trying to put in the damage.
And gets kidnapped. By Pangolier, Rolling Thunder, infest in, another bash.
Yeah, Nande's gonna die. Skylark can't really help out. They'll buy back on Nande. They look over at Spartan. They get the kill there on Tanisha. So they take the Pangolier, and Skylark in between these cogs sprouts himself up. The Spirit Siphon, the fear, the kill. Skylark dead again. He's got buyback, but I don't know how much of a good value that's gonna be for him. Jetpack into the air, cogs, Boxy, gone.
Liquid having too much fun diving underneath the fountain. Fudge needed to use buyback to actually land a hook. He still does have Aegis available for another 30 seconds. They don't want to risk anything. Wish is respawning.
I don't know. Spartan's still walking forward. I was thinking maybe they might want to turn around, but they don't have a hook shot to initiate with. I don't think that's going to matter. Spartan walked out here like on the coattails of Liquid, and they're close enough that if they really want to go, they probably could.
He is tanky. Glimmer Cape, Pupil's Gift on Spartan. They will try to retake this outpost, and they will do so.
Aegis expires, 20k net worth lead here. Axe picked up for Insania.
Yeah, he's core at the moment. He is almost as farmed as position 1 Pudge of the enemy team.
Those are words you don't want to hear together in the same sentence. Ever. Hook shot, infest, BKB, pop by Nande, Ogre Seal Totem, over to Desire. And, well, Mikke is just going to bash him a couple of times and get another kill here on the Pudge. He's dead for 90 seconds.
When Lifestealer is 1.5 item ahead of Pudge, this matchup is unplayable. Like, you really can't do anything. Like, there's also Lotus Orb that they can throw on him, Lincoln Sphere from Pango, 4 staffs, like another basher on Pango to stop this dismember BKB from going off, and seems like Team Liquid, they had enough. They want to close out this game.
He's 3 items ahead of this Pudge.
They know that he has no buyback, so Zai's picking out tier 4 towers. There's not going to be any hooks underneath the fountain. Some split push going on, nothing too scary, only a tier 2 tower. And that's it, that's GG.
He went for it, he went for the Requiem. Abyssal on a Spartan. There's another kill for Mikke. He's beyond godlike. They're going to work on this tier 4 tower and then go for the throne. They'll call GG, and Liquid will get themselves game number 1.
Yeah, again, very greedy lineup from Monaspa. You are playing into Pangolier, Dead Prophet. These 2 heroes can take over the back.